Hey guys, Jim Collects here. Thanks for checking out another unboxing on the channel. So today we have something pretty cool, a blast from the past if you will. We have the Aliens 6-scale figure by Hottoys. So we have a nice glossy slipcover that pulls back to reveal a window where we can get a first glance at the figure itself. And then some pretty plain box art. From here, just a few whodunits on the back, and then you can see some nice little some atmospheric eggs and such on the side there. So we're going to flip out the figure. There we go, standard clamshell stuff from Hottoys that we've seen lots of times before. He doesn't come with a lot of stuff, so we're just going to get him kind of set up now with all of his accessories. Alright, so here is everything. Let's take a look at the stand. I like the stand. It's a nice piece of work. You've got the yellow work there, which really stands out. Lots of detail. I wish Hottoys did more atmospheric stands like this rather than what we get now. Not much on the bottom. Some basic stuff there. It comes with a standard crotch grabber, but yeah, really nicely detailed. Absolutely love this stand. It will look great on the shelf. And the next things we have are these little battle damage effects, which are pretty neat. So I believe they're magnets. They kind of slot onto the figure on I believe this is for the chest piece, and then the smaller bit here is for his head. Yep. So they're nicely detailed, cool green color. I think it will stand out a lot when displayed on the figure. And here's the figure itself. It's lovely, guys. For an older figure, it looks really nice. It's rubber all around, limited. I'm scared to bend the arms too much. Oh, there goes a hand. It just slides right back in. It's a bit loose, a little bit looser. There we go. So yeah, I'm scared to bend the elbows and the knees as well. But you get good range of motion forward and back on the arms. That is pretty much it. You get a little bit of range of motion. Just get the tail out of the way. Through the legs as well. So again, you can bend up to 90 degrees. I wouldn't hold it there. You don't get much forward or back movement or side to side movement. Good ankle mobility. They move nicely, but they also hold the figure up quite stably. And then you have a wire in the tail, which allows you just to kind of maneuver and pose it, which is quite nice. The body itself is very nicely detailed. So let's take a look at that. So you can see all the intricate work there on its abdomen. It's got a little bit of a chest swivel there as well, which is nice. And you can see through the ribs to the inner body as well. So the ribs seem to kind of sit on top of a body underneath, which is pretty good. Around the back, we got more great detail as well on that rubber body that we're also scared about, because I hope it doesn't break. Mine's in pretty good condition so far. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. The head pops off quite easily. Feels a little bit loose, but here's the head. Yeah, so the head design itself is really nice. I like what they've done with it. You can see it's got kind of that bluey kind of effect on it. So it's like a metallic blue that runs off the color there. You can see the ridge work that they've done on the dome, which I really like. The design. Aliens, absolutely fantastic film. One of the best sequels I think I've ever seen to a movie. James Cameron, master of sequels for sure. So this is a sliding mechanism that kind of opens up the mouth. I really was scared here about the rubber. It's got these rubber bits on the side, and a lot of the time if you extend the lower jaw, they do tend to snap. But luckily nothing bad happened here, so you can see it's an extendable jaw there. Very flimsy rubber, like it is quite scary. So yeah, so that's the figure itself. So what we're probably going to do now is we're going to get a few poses set up over by the display, so we can see what you can do with this figure and how you can display him. All right, see you in a moment. All right, so here's our first pose. You can only go basic with the poses here, just because I find I'm scared with bending the elbows. They only do 90 degrees anyway, and also the same with the knees. We've got him standing up here. His tail adds a lot of motion to the figure, and he's just an imposing piece. He looks fantastic standing here. This is probably how I'll display him. So now we're going to try something different. Okay, so here it's more of let's call this the sleeping pose. The kind of head down, hands almost crossed over kind of pose that you've seen in Alien. Not so much in Aliens. This is more of a recreation for the big chap, which I have yet to get, maybe one day. This is quite a nice pose. I do like this. You have to kind of pop the head off the joint a little bit to achieve that kind of range of motion in the neck. But yeah, I think it looks good. Again, you can't go massively dynamic with this figure anyway, but we are going to try that in our next pose, where we're going to utilize the battle damage pieces. All right, so see you in a second. Okay, so just a quick one. One issue is you can extend the jaw like we've seen, but it doesn't stay there. If I release my thumb from the kind of trigger, then unfortunately it just kind of goes back. So I can't display him like this. I don't know if it's an issue with mine, but yeah, that's an issue. All right, so this is our last pose. So I tried to go with a bit of a action pose on this. Unfortunately, because I can't keep his jaw open, it doesn't show very well because he hasn't got like a growling face now. It's just kind of a closed face. But yeah, this is a recreation of a warrior getting shot by a rifle. He's kind of leaning back as he's just hit by the recoil of the bullets. Blood, obviously, the acid blood spraying out everywhere. It's quite cool. It's probably not how I'll pose him because I want my alien warrior to look menacing and terrifying on the shelf, which he will definitely do. I'll probably go with the first pose that we've done when I display. All in all, this figure is quite honestly fantastic. Considering it's so old, he looks brilliant. He definitely looks like a Hottoys piece. I am obviously, you know, I don't want to pose the elbows and move him around too much. Anyway, just because he has got that older rubber body that is likely to break down, so I'm going to have to look after this piece. But yeah, my plans for this is I'm going to get an 80s icon display, so I do want this figure along with my Arnie from T2 as well. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you in another video soon. Bye.